Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back, Salsa Ninjas. In this episode, this is an episode for beginners. Here I'm going to talk to you guys about the best method to learn to dance salsa, the fastest way to learn. You know, a lot of students tell me, Herman, I'm taking lessons and I'm struggling because I learn all the moves in class, but then when I go out to the dance floor, I feel stuck. Or if you're a brand new beginner, and if you learn this method that I'm going to share with you, this is the fastest way to learn. Now, a little story behind it is it's like this, because you know, a lot of people, like I said, they feel stuck, like they feel like they don't know the fastest way to learn. They want to progress quickly, and they feel stuck. And so for me, it was the same thing for my students. The first few years of when I was starting out teaching, I didn't have a method. I didn't know how to teach, what to teach. I didn't know how to take somebody from A to B, from B to C, how to progress them into somebody from zero experience into somebody that was completely comfortable on the dance floor. And so for me, it was a progress of discovery, trial and error, figuring out what works and what doesn't. But it wasn't so straightforward like that. You know, when I first started teaching, I was excited. I had been dancing for 3.5 years or like close to 4 years. I knew a lot of moves. I was an advanced student. I was excited that I wanted to share with people my knowledge. I wanted to show everybody how cool and how amazing of a dancer I was. And I wanted to have my students learn all these great moves. And so I would have complete beginners come up to me and tell me, all right, you know, I need help. I need to learn the moves. I want to be able to get out on the dance floor with confidence. I want to dance with anyone. I want to be able to enjoy myself. I'm shy. I'm introverted. I feel embarrassed. I have 2 left feet. And so, trust me. They're like, hey, you're the dance instructor. Teach me how I can go out and dance. And so, to me, I'm thinking like, okay, I'm going to teach you this. I'm going to teach you that. And I remember when I also started, you know, I learned a lot of moves. They had a big syllabus, the school where I went to at the beginning, and I thought the same thing. I'm like, I'm gonna follow that. I'm gonna teach them all this really awesome moves, this fancy patterns, and patterns are like moves, and like when you have a cake, you have a recipe of ingredients. The ingredients would be like the moves, and the patterns would be like what comes out of it, like a cake. See, and so you come up with this awesome patterns and these things that I was teaching to my students, you know. And I also remember back when I started, the school that started teaching me, they said they had I don't know if it was a disclaimer or something that told students. They said, you know, it takes about 6 months for somebody to learn how to dance. And I always thought that that's how much it took. It takes 6 months from somebody to go from zero to beginner to be comfortable on the dance floor. And in my head, I justified it. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to teach all this moves to my students, and in 6 months, they're going to be able to get out on the dance floor and dance. And so I started to teach my classes that way. And after a while, after a couple of weeks, after a couple of months, I would tell my students, hey, listen, you guys are doing good. You guys are learning all these moves. Let's go out to a salsa party and let's try all of these moves out. Let's go and enjoy ourselves. Let's go and dance. And so they would be excited. They would be nervous. Oh my God, am I ready to go out and dance? I've been learning all these moves. And so we would go all to a party, and all of a sudden, we would walk into the dance party. You can see my students' faces all of a sudden, like they're in shock, they're intimidated. Oh my God, everybody's really good here. All the dancers, everybody's doing their thing, and now it's their turn to dance, and they're scared. And so we would sit down and we would talk to them, and I would tell them, okay, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna ask this person to dance, or you're gonna dance with each other. Go ahead and try. And so what would happen is that they, after 20 minutes of us being at a party, they would still be sitting down and terrified of getting up on the dance floor. Now even more, because they've seen everybody. Everybody's really good. And so I would convince them, I would push them onto the dance floor. They would like want to start to dance, want to start to do the moves, and all of a sudden they would freeze and they would forget everything and they weren't able to dance. And so that happened a couple of times, and I thought to myself, okay, it's their first time, they don't know what they're doing. And so we would go back to class, I would teach them more moves. I would then again take them onto our salsa party. And the same thing would happen. They would be scared, they would be terrified. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what's going on? Okay, maybe it is the fact that it takes 6 months for somebody to learn how to dance. Maybe you do have to learn all this gigantic list of moves and wait 6 months until you're comfortable. But what would happen is that after a while, students would start getting frustrated that they weren't able to apply the knowledge they had learned in class and take them out to the dance floor and start dancing. They felt like, they were enjoying class, but they wanted to learn something. They could start dancing right away. And a lot of students would get frustrated and then they would quit. And that started to happen a lot, and I used to think, like, is it me? Is it them? Is it, like, what's going on? Why aren't these students learning? Why can't they apply what I had taught them out on the dance floor? And for a while, I kept on thinking about it. I kept on thinking, because a lot of students would quit after a certain period. It's like they weren't getting over that first hump of, like, getting out on the dance floor, getting out your first dancing, feeling good about yourself that you could do it. They weren't able to get that. And so thinking about that and about how I could help my students faster, I came up and I said to myself, like, look, what if I only had so many hours to teach somebody, like a couple of hours to teach somebody so that they're able to get out on the dance floor and dance with anyone and feel completely comfortable, have the skills to be able to enjoy themselves. And so I wrote down a list of moves that I thought, okay, these are all the moves that somebody needs to learn before they're able to feel comfortable out on the dance floor. And I came up with this huge list of moves. And then I kept on thinking, and like, okay, this is all the moves. But there's no way my students are gonna learn this huge thing. And so to me, like, I kept on thinking, okay, what if I could simplify this? What if I could make it, yes, they need to learn all those moves, but what if I could break it down into smaller chunks? What if I could make it really simple for them so that they're able to get a quick method, a quick set of moves that they can learn and use immediately? And so I started to scratch off moves. I started to see what moves had what in common, and I started to make them into a simpler version of the move. And eventually I came up with a little small list of 6 moves that I call the 6-step formula now. But back then it was exciting because I came up with this method and I thought to myself, okay, like, these are the moves. Like, okay, let's try it out. Let's take it. So I started taking it to class, and at first I taught it to private lesson students. And my first guinea pigs. I'm like, okay, I'm going to teach you this moves, and this is all you're allowed to learn. This is all you're allowed to do for now to see if it works. So I would teach them the 6 moves. They were simple moves. They were able to learn them quickly. And then immediately, like, the results were instant. They started feeling more confident. They started learning a lot faster because those 6 moves allowed the students to then, like, once they mastered them, they were now able to get out on the dance floor and dance, and then they gave them a solid foundation for them to progress even more. And then I talked to another student. They started improving super, super quickly. Then I taught it to the class, and then we went out to a salsa party, and I tried it out, and my students were finally now able to grab those moves, take it out on the dance floor, not feel overwhelmed, not get stuck, and finally were able to get out and dance and enjoy themselves. So that was awesome. And those 6 moves has helped all of my students. Now that's all I teach in my beginners class. I stick to those 6 moves. And that's why I feel like it produces the fastest results. Because you want to have a method that is not complicated, that is not hard to remember. Because what happens is that you learn all those moves when you go to a class, and then you feel like when the time comes to apply them on the dance floor, it's hard to remember, you have a hard time, and you just freeze. And I've seen this over and over and over with students and how I used to teach them before. And once I gave them that simple method, those 6 steps, immediately they were able to do it. So if you want to learn more about the 6-step formula, I'm going to put a link down below so you can go and check that program out. It's a program that I've created with the 6 moves. This is what I'm teaching here to my beginner students, and I want to bring it to you so that you can learn them and you can start progressing super quickly, and so you can finally learn the skills that you need to get out on the dance floor and get rid of your 2 left feet and not feel like you're hopeless, okay? So, really excited for this, guys. Check that out. Go to the bottom of this page, click the link down below, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you so much for listening. Stay tuned for more salsa tutorials. See you soon.